We only have to look around the world today to understand how grateful we should be for the freedoms we have here in our own country. Not one day should go by that we don't remember and thank those people that made those freedoms possible, our veterans. And those of us that were blessed with those freedoms because of the sacrifice of others should commit ourselves to that. We'll now have the opportunity to hear some people explain some of those veteran benefits that are there for those who put everything on the line for us.
Veteran service agents are available in every town with a population of over 12,000. If the town is smaller than that, they could be regionalized. Basically, you'd have to just call the town hall and find out who the agent is that is servicing that region.
Okay. The role of a veteran service officer is to be available locally for veterans and their surviving spouses, to assist them in doing the paperwork and file it properly so that they can get the best service from the federal government.
And I urge them to initiate a claim through this office for consideration of a service-connected disability, and at the same time I urge them also to get registered at the VA hospital for their health care. They have 5 years from the time they're separated from active duty to seek out medical help through the VA hospital system.
The new GI Bill makes benefits available for educational purposes for either a four-year college, or community college, or even on-the-job training. These benefits are available to the new veterans, and one of the biggest differences is we used to have to, under the old GI Bill, you had to use the benefits within 10 years of discharge. They've extended that deadline to 15.
Now the new GI Bill is so that they're even receiving a stipend for a living stipend, along with the tuition being paid for, and they're even getting a lot of their books being paid for.
We would help them fill out the paperwork and mail it in, and then basically they would pick a school and go to the school with their certificate of eligibility and meet the veterans officer at the school, and they basically would work out the rest of the details.
I've had World War II veterans coming in, applying for service connection for hearing loss and for other issues. I've had recent Vietnam veterans come in and apply for PTSD. Aid and attendance benefit is for low-income veterans and their surviving spouses who may need assistance of another person to help them do the normal daily living activities. Veterans readjusting today have to realize that there will be issues. You're coming from an environment that's unlike anything you've ever encountered, and you're coming back to civilian life, and people in civilian life aren't going to understand, and you're going to be frustrated, and you're going to have anger issues, you're going to have all sorts of things. This is normal.
The veteran centers have played a vital point in trying to get veterans not only their disabilities, but helping them through a crisis, whether it's PTSD or experienced traumatic issues, having been in Iraq or Afghanistan. Or, I mean, the vet centers take care of World War II, Korea, Vietnam, and the present-day soldier. I would urge anybody and everybody who gets out of the service, make sure they have a copy of their medical records upon getting discharged. They can provide copies of it, make sure they maintain copies for themselves, and again, the more information they provide up front, the faster the claim can be executed. Patience is the bottom line of it, trying to wait it out. I can always say that if they're going to be granted a service-connected disability, if it took a year, they will go back to the time that you executed that claim to make it retroactive.
I take it on my level to call, to make that one last call to make sure that there's absolutely nothing else that I can do on my level. And if I can't, then obviously the next step is either a congressional inquiry.
Sometimes things don't move as fast, or the service isn't provided the way we'd like to see it. And sometimes we've got to call on Congressman Keating's office.
I hope this has been helpful in terms of a general understanding of what veterans assistance is available for our veterans and their families today. If you have any questions beyond that, please call our offices and make sure that we're there to try and assist you. That's our job, and we're proud to have the opportunity to do it.